Hey there, guys. How's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. I know it's a little bit dark today, a long, productive day, but I wanted to speak to you guys about how the fact that you don't need anybody, man. That you don't need anybody. Learn to be with yourself first. Learn to get into flow state alone first. You are and always will be your own best friend. But that best friend can also become an annoying roommate at times. Right? Your own internal voice might get you in this space where you're not feeling too good about yourself. But coming from this place of acceptance is so key. You need to get into a flow state first before worrying about whether somebody else is in flow state or not. It's this whole, oxygen mask on first before you help others paradigm, right? And I know what you're thinking. If you're all introverts watching this, you're thinking like, you're like clapping right now, like, Zoom, preach, we know, man. Like, we're on expert mode in this video game simulation. Like, we already know how to be with ourselves alone. And yeah, I'm speaking from the perspective of an only child, and so I've had to train myself how to be alone most of my life. And understanding that, yeah, I love being alone. I'm fine by myself because I like who I'm with. I like my own company. So the question is, do you like your own company? Are you being your best friend, or are you being your worst enemy? It's time you start gaining that self relation before you get into a relation. All right? So, look, man, I've conditioned myself to think that I don't need anybody, but it's 100% true. Having this frame that people secretly want to be my friend, but some people are just projecting onto me, and that doesn't mean it's about me, it's about them. And the truth is, when I say this, is that I don't need approval, right? I don't need anybody. I might want approval, I might want to be around other people, but I don't need them. Okay, this neediness is from an attachment of things aren't fine. I'm not self-sufficient. Other people need to take care of me. So coming back to that autonomy, that independence, isn't that important, guys? I think it is. Sing this with me right now, because this song I just made slaps, okay? Okay with me, I'm okay with me. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay with me. I'm okay with me, I'm okay with me. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay with me. I love myself, I accept myself. I forgive myself, yeah, I love myself. I love myself, I accept myself. I forgive myself, yeah, I love myself. I'm okay with me, I'm okay with me. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay with me. I'm okay with me, I'm okay with me. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay with me. You sing it. Hey, hey, hey. I'm okay with me, I'm okay with me. I'm okay, I'm okay, okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, you're okay with you. You are enough. You are plenty. You don't need anybody. I may honestly want somebody around me and other people around me. That is not loneliness, it is freedom. That is a gift. Okay, you're a true flow me. If you know me, you are a true flow me, and honestly, you've got to learn just how to vibe with just you. And what is this personal signature vibe that you're giving off? Well, who are you when you're just by yourself? Are you kind of lazy? Are you kind of impatient with yourself? Or maybe a little bit self-destructive or self-harming? Whatever it is, you've got to get to that level of acceptance. Like, even in the deepest, darkest, ugliest parts of myself, I still love me. I still accept me. I'm still okay and fine with who I am. So are you okay with being just by yourself, or do you constantly need to distract yourself by social media, by drugs, porn, addictions, all these other things that are external to you? Or can you be fine just by you, sitting down, doing absolutely nothing? What comes up for you? You could even write it down. Lock yourself in a bathroom for a day. Just write it down. What comes up for you? This might be extreme, but look, I really need you to listen to this video. Self-love is your foundation. If you don't have self-love, the whole tower crumbles down. If you don't start with that self-love, different personal development courses you've done don't make sense. All love is self-love being reflected back to you. Misalignment causes mistreatment, as I mentioned in one of my quotes. When you're in an interaction with someone, are you being knocked around? Are you being pushed around, who's reacting more? Are you the one who's overreacting all the time? Are you the one, who's being the pool ball getting knocked around and the effect of the conversation rather than the cause? Are you emotionally leeching on others for more of their time, more value, more energy, more resources, more compassion? Give it to me. It's mine, right? Are you doing that? What about your own energy? What about your own resources? Are you grateful for those? You made it through 100% of your dark days, and you're still here now. You're here watching this video. So let me remind you, what about your manifestations thus far? You've created those. Let's accept that. Let's get back to that feeling of hey, maybe I created this awesome relationship I had in the past, and I created this awesome other thing, and I wrote this awesome article once, and I did this other awesome thing. And hey, you know what? Yeah, man, I don't give myself enough credit. I'm pretty awesome. Come back to that truth. You've got to believe yourself to be more awesome than anybody else, and I don't care if they are or they aren't, or you think this is some kind of a dominance hierarchy thing. It's not. Okay? It's about you knowing that you are awesome, knowing that you're the shit, knowing that, yes, I've got myself. Don't let anybody convince you that that's selfish. Don't let anybody convince you that self-care is selfish, because it's not. To know thyself and to work and refine thyself can only create an influx of more energy where you can actually give to others more. But if you don't take care, if you don't do the inner work, nobody else is going to do inner work for you. That's why it's called inner work, my friends. Okay? So no matter how isolated or lonely you feel, if you truly show up and do your work and work conscientiously, unknown allies will come and seek you. So don't be reaching. You have to be the hero of your own movie. And I say this in my new book, TPM. If you haven't heard of it, shoot me a message. I'll send you the pre-booking link. It's going to be on Amazon soon, so get it when it's there as well. Your selective focus, you have your eyes when you truly are grounded in your own reality, and then you bring that to other people, they feel your certainty. You're giving yourself internal notifications. You know what I mean? When you give yourself internal notifications, you're validated from the inside. You become an internal chameleon, as I like to say. So you're changing the color of your internal world, and that is radiating out of you onto the external world. You're not a thermometer, you're a thermostat. Understand that meditation, presence, reading lots of self-improvement books, that's great, but you've got to feel awesome being you. All the stuff that you do, chant with japa beads, go to silent retreat, mindset trainings, do Wim Hof. What good is that if you can't accept and love yourself? If you can't accept and love yourself, you'll be just doing these things to fill the void, but understand that there is no void. That's an illusion, right? There is no light at the end of the tunnel, because everything is light. The illusion is the tunnel itself. There's no dark tunnel that you're going through. Everything's light. Everything is oneness. And I'm not trying to convince you like that and say that you're better than me or worse than me or whatever. No, I'm just telling you, you've got to understand that like sand, the harder you hold on to something, the more it slips through your fingers, but the more softer approach you take with the sand. It's comfort. It's comfort in your own skin. It's generating fun. It's just connecting, not attaching. It's understanding that chasing the neediness, the Buddhists call it that hungry ghost with the tiny mouths and the big bellies. I'm not no hungry ghost. Definitely not. And neither are you. So let's get back into this mentality. We truly start realizing you're with you 24/7. You never leave you, my friends. So other people can leave you. Their feelings can fluctuate. Their ideals and opinions can fluctuate. But your core essence, your illumination, your eternal power stays, and it stays, and it stays, and it stays. So why not make the most of this moment? Why not make the most of today as much as you can? Not forcing it, but flowing with it until you become your own best friend, your own fan. Have you heard this before? You treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan. Same thing goes for, women. If you treat him like a celebrity, he'll treat you like a fan. So understand that you got to be your own celebrity first. You got to be your own best fan first. Give yourself that guidance. Give yourself that pat on the back. Nobody else knows you like you. I don't. Your therapist doesn't. Your guidance counselor doesn't. Your teachers don't. Your parents don't. Nobody knows you like you. So let's get back into that reliance. Upward spiral, gang, baby. Let's do this. I hope this video helped you out today. Have an amazing day. May the flow be with you. Stay legendary.